journeyers, welcome to the dental journey again for our second session. So today we are going to be talking about study tips and how to study. Okay, so my name is Alina and this is Jordan.
Hi guys.
So he wasn't on our episode last time, so I just wanted to have him come in so he can speak to you all and give you all some advice. Okay, so we know that we had, well, I'm going to speak for myself. So I know that I had a hard time studying in college, and I knew I didn't know how to study from high school. So when I left high school, I probably had like a 4.0. I never studied a day in my life. And then I went to college and did the same thing, and that doesn't work in college. So I don't know if y'all realized that, but I definitely realized that kind of late in the game. So I had to learn how to study in my master's program. So that's why I had to take a master's, because I didn't know how to study in college. So what do you think?
Oh, I agree with you, Alina.
Oh my God, Jordan, stop. So look. All right, so how did you study in college?
What part?
Okay, freshman
Okay.
year.
So for me, college, I started off pretty strong. I guess I was really nervous about doing poorly in college, just because I had some friends who I went to high school with, and they went to the same school that I ended up attending a year before me, and they didn't do as well as they did in high school. So I knew that college was going to be a little bit more rigorous. So, I studied a lot. Yeah, I felt like I didn't really have much of a social life, and I don't necessarily know if that's like what everybody should do, because I didn't really follow that same advice the rest of the years, but that's what I started off doing, and I did well. I like went home and did something that studied at least every day. I read the textbook a lot, which I don't really agree with now in the way that I study now. I sought out after TAs and any type of tutoring that I could get, especially for subjects like calculus or something like that, where it's like you're not going to naturally know that. But yeah, that's how I started off college, and throughout college, I became a little bit more social, I guess, and hung out with my friends more, and didn't always prioritize studying the way I should have. So
if you could go back, what would you change? Would you go back to like your freshman year and then do that all 4 years, or what would you necessarily change?
I probably try to find a good balance between both. I think it's important to definitely study hard and try, but you do need to have a life in college. You need to form good friendships and relationships with faculty members, and
yeah, because you'll need to get the letters later.
Right. Yeah. Maybe join some organizations, do research, study abroad. Just do a lot of things besides just like going to your room every day and study and stuff. You want to be a well-rounded person by the time you finish college.
That's some good advice, actually. I didn't mention our scrubs. We have our dental school scrubs on right now. So he's got the blue ones, I've got the burgundy ones. Sometimes you'll probably see us in these, and sometimes we'll be in regular clothes. Okay, so that's how we study for college. So basically, talk to your TAs, read the textbook, or read the PowerPoints, whatever your faculty member provides. Just read over the lectures and go to class. I would suggest you go to class. I don't remember how much of that I did, but I would suggest you do, and record the lectures. If your school doesn't already provide recorded lectures, make sure you record the lectures, because you'll be able to listen back. And I wish I did that. So if I could go back in undergrad, I would record the lectures and then write what the teacher said verbatim. Okay, so that is pretty much what we did for our master's program. So leading into that, we went to a master's program called George Squared. So it was with Georgetown and George Mason. And if you're interested in that, I'll put that in the links and things like that. But to study for that, I basically hand wrote down every single word the teacher said. So our TAs recorded the lectures for us, and they loaded them online. And then we were able to listen to them on a slower speed and record everything the teacher said. So then when you read those notes back, you won't miss a thing. And that's pretty much transcended through dental school as well. What would you say?
Yeah, I agree. I studied the exact same way, which was kind of different from undergrad. Like I said, for my freshman year when I was studying pretty well, I read a lot of the textbook. But in the master's program, the faculty members would often say, we're not going to test straight off the textbook. We're not going to test what we taught you guys in lecture. Otherwise, we'd be wasting everybody's time. So, yeah, I definitely would say, even in college, you should probably use recorded lectures and really like understand and like replay and go back over concepts that you might be confused about, and then use like the textbook as a supplement to something that you didn't really understand.
I agree. And then lastly, for dental school. So if you are having a hard time studying for dental school, or you want to know how to study when you get there, I would suggest you also do the verbatim note-taking. And what we did at our school, we started a notes group. So we had a group of people come together, and there was like a leader person to put it together. And we had that one person record the note for that day for that one lecture, and then we would go on and on throughout the days, and another person will record and I guess transcribe the lecture, that's the word. So they would transcribe the lecture for everyone to read. And then, so if there were about, we have 130 students per class, give or take, and it would be about, your class had what, like 90 people to start with or something?
Yep.
I started my notes group when I was the first year, and so that started with 12 people. So you can see that wasn't very many, and then it went up to 22, and then now we have about 60. So the more people who join, the better it is for you, because then you don't have to take any notes by yourself. So everybody's sharing the notes, and you're trying to do a good job because you know that you're sharing the notes, so you want to take the best notes you can for everyone else. So at our school, our lectures are recorded. So we have that access to recorded lectures and listening back, and we can slow it down and speed it up depending on the faculty. And so, we take the typewritten notes and read over those before exams. Yeah, what else can we say for study tips? So the difference for me from the master's to dental school is I used to take handwritten notes, and now I do typewritten notes because I can no longer handwrite all these notes. Like, I think we had like 200 exams or something, and you're not about to handwrite all those notes. But what I do suggest is that you handwrite certain things or certain topics that you're not comfortable with, because handwriting can transcend into memory a little bit better than typewritten notes can sometimes. And also there's a website called Quizlet. So if you don't know what Quizlet is, you can make flashcards on Quizlet. Those are also really helpful to make like little quizzes and things like that for yourself.
Yeah. I also use OneNote, which is how you can upload your PowerPoint presentations and then post any of the notes right next to the PowerPoint slide, so that it allows you to see both the slide and the verbatim notes as you're studying.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I like OneNote a lot. I also make charts. So in college, didn't do anything. I already said that. I wish I did, but I didn't. In my master's, I didn't make charts. But in dental school, you're getting so much information at one time. You need something a little bit more concise if you learn like that. So if I wanted to just look at something really quick, I would open up a chart. Jordan, however, doesn't like charts. So if I just, give him my chart, like, hey, use this chart for endo. And then he's like, no, I'm okay. So if that doesn't work for you, you just have to find what works best for you. And like different study styles are like auditory learner, visual learner, you have to hear it and see it, or drawing it out. There's so many different ways that you can learn. So you have to learn how you learn, and then that'll be a good study tool for you in the future. Like, you'll know what works for you.
Yeah, I agree. It's I don't know. Everybody is a different learner, and I think you have to like figure out what works best for you. So hopefully these tips helped you guys. I think there was like a lot of different things you could pick up on. So yeah, let us know if this was helpful.
Yeah, write a comment, like, subscribe, follow us on thedentaljourney.com. So can't wait to journey with you. See you next time.